Hi, this is an Aaron. Now what was I going to do? Oh yeah, that's right, factorization. I recently switched my ore processing from T, which was over here, reduced somewhat, I still got a few furnaces, to factorization, because, you know, tripling yours is nice. So, here's how I've done it. Barrels, they've all got... Can I get back there? Yes-ish. I hate it. There we go. Okay, so behind the barrels are lacerators, and behind the lacerators are ME interfaces. So this all ends up fun. Cute. So the lacerators do that, and then put network. The ME network then takes the dirty gravel, and puts it into these here liquid crafters, which turn into clean gravel. After they come, and then dump it back into the AE system. I did have the AE system auto-crafting the clean gravel, but this works out better, because otherwise the AE system is getting clogged with requests. Then these routers here, that one inserts the clean gravel, which is fed from the AE system, into all these slag furnaces that are being heated, item heaters, furnace heaters, and yeah. And then these two routers extract the result from these two slots. Then the reduced chunks get put into these crystallizers, like that. Get put in this nice big tower of routers. The bottom router inserts into the top sides of routers, these routers, and then each one inserts into a slot inside the crystallizers. And then underneath this here interface is another router, extracts from the middle and ejects it back into the interface. I've got it split like that with the interface in the middle so that I can then use visit near on the router, so that it only works on these routers. I have one of these towers, each type. I got this one here for iron and dark iron. There's another iron one back. That again. I'll fly up the top. Come on. Yeah, I've got this. I got a tower here, and I got this one here that's also doing iron. Yeah. Tower here. So forth. In case you're wondering what's powering all these furnace heaters and everything else, because if I go upstairs to roof, there's no solar array anywhere. I see two solar factorization. I found, yes, look at this, power generation. LP36 boilers, lots of them running off charcoal, because I've got plenty. Got steam ovens here. These four being fed from this tesseract. Get the steam, and they're controlled by the ME level emitter. So if there's less than 16384 charcoal, for start making charcoal, and these stone just switched off and switch back on again. If I did that, yeah, there is an ME interface directly underneath this tesseract. Set output oak wood, and then you can see, there you go. Oak wood used done with it. Translated into these two, and there's another set there, and then in the middle, other side, is take out the charcoal and put it back into the interface switch now. So that's how I'm producing the charcoal. I've got these here steam turbines. They're all being powered again off steam. And you can see the light here shows whether they're being fed with steam or not. This pair are, these aren't. Doing that thing. This handy little computer here. If I stop that and then very simple, very tiny little program. It takes the amount of EU stored in the MFSU that's above and the capacity that's stored in the MFSU above. It works out the fraction. It then multiplies it by 7 and does a floor, so it gets a number between 1 and 7, between 0 and 7 technically. I've got 6 sets, so the 7th one is for full because it's being floored. Then use a bit mask, which is 2 to the power of range, 2 to this number, minus 1, which means it sets 1s on all the bits up to that one. It then does a little sorting, and then it sets the bundled output with the bit mask. So you wait 2 seconds, build 99%, setting output to 6. It's not actually setting the output to 6. You know what? Let's put that more accurately. There we go. I think so, 63 is perfect. That as this gets down, the lower it gets, the more turbines come on, and if it's completely empty, then all 6 sets turn on, which is great. Also, as I was saying with the no solar stuff, these steam boilers, they feed into tesseracts, as you can see on the top. And there is a tesseract directly behind this steam turbine, keeping it stupidly charged. Fan is at 16,000 and there's 53.99 charge. Yeah, that's more than enough. So as you can see, there's a ridiculous amount of steam, a ridiculous amount of factorization power. Never going to run out, and I've never noticed any drop. It uses such a tiny amount, it's laughable. Then I've got these, which is my TE power, or TE and Buildcraft. Each one of these is a steam dynamo. Yep, 32 of them, powered by, well, fed by 2 tesseracts. Either end. I did have them running off. I did have compression dynamos up here running off ethanol, water down the back there, but I figured I'd switch everything to steam because everything is steam anyway. This is, well, that's full, and that one there's full too, and they pretty much stay full. You saw I got some high voltage solar up there. I've got 7. They feed into this MFSU, which is full. This MFSU, which is the one being Buildcraft, which is also full. That's great. The red lights are coming on because the durability is less than 40%. When one of them runs out, then I'm going to be able to set up a interfaces to pull out damaged ones, repair them in my little assembler, and then put them back. Got DSUs for stuff that I'm storing a lot of, 2 million of that. I was originally using a lot more ethanol than I am now. It's just those up there are using ethanol, and these 6 recyclers down here are also powered by ethanol. There's a biogenerator or 2 down there. Yes, I'm using biogenerators, not semi-fluid generators. That's a good reason for that. Biogenerators produce twice the amount of EU as semi-fluid. So why you'd use semi-fluid, I've got no idea. And that's pretty much the base. I have a mass fab. It is enabled at the moment, but it's full. I got 4,800,000 GU matter, as it were. I believe this is the Direwolf 21 1.0.14 pack, and I believe that it's actually GU matter usage is kind of broken in this, so it's no big deal. This is oil. There was a big oil well just outside the base, and it was unsightly and horrible, so I pumped it all up and stored it away. I might want to use it some other time. This is where I'm getting my wood from. Well, one of them. This is my part and part farm. There's oak there, and there, and there, and there. There's wheat in the corners, because I get enough potatoes, and there's rubble wood in the middle. When I was using ethanol a lot more, I also had this farm switched on. I'm going to sleep. I had that farm switched on. It's got 4 harvesters, and they were all set to keep leaves. And I was using leaves. You make a circle of them in a crafting table, and you get plant balls, which means that this system has 6 million leaves sitting here going nowhere. It's also got 4 million oak wood, which is why I'm using charcoal for pretty much everything. This is my second base. My first starter base was in this hill over here. Yeah, so I've got a small smeltery. I've got the pool to the deep dark, which is where my quarries are set. I've still got an AE system sitting over here, but it is now empty. And a mini TE system. And compressed cobble, and there's the line of compressors of packages that I was using to make the compressed cobblestone for the portal to the dark. There's a nether portal there, and I've got a pump sitting in the nether, but as it's the only thing it's filling is the smelteries, so that's not a big deal. I had the beginnings of a third base, I should say, second base, third base, which is down here and through this portal. Then I have my underwater sea lab. Oh yes. You know, this was a real pain in the ass to do. Really was. Incredible problems. All clear glass. And the difficult bit was actually getting all the... difficult bit was getting all the water out of it once I'd made a clear glass domes. Lots of time with sponges. Thank you for making sponges craftable. Oh yeah, it's in a slime chunk. So I've got interdiction matrices from MFFS with anti-hostile in there. So that's keeping this place free of slimes, despite the fact that they keep spawning. They spawn and then die instantly, which is kinda handy. And then, base number 4, I guess. I'm just playing about with MFFS. So again, it's another. Really? Yeah. This one, I've got a big sphere. I was going to make it a dome, but I don't know. Big sphere, and then a big cube over here. I had a tube linking them, and then worked out, hey, hang on a minute, I don't need the tube linking them, because they just come together like that. I have done absolutely nothing with this. I get a nice pool of sewage, which is lovely. And a nice pool of essence, which is actually a bit better. And yeah, these are being fed. Over here, I've got a coercion deriver running off EU, and there's a whole mess of piping to pull liquid Tron out of the coercion deriver and feed it into the tesseract. Because apparently, well, while you can treat Tron as a liquid, it requires an awful lot of power of connections to move it. And you see these TE thermal fluid ducts, TE fluid ducts, and there's 4 of them pulling out, and that can just about keep up. Dealing with kiloliters, and I got no idea how he's working out kiloliters, but I think it's thousands of buckets of Tron a second, which is insane. Oh yeah, a couple of lasers. Just a few. Okay, too many. This is an open server. You have to find it and ask me for a whitelist. But it is open and available. It does go down regularly, unfortunately. But there's little I can do about that. Yeah, you've probably seen I've got golems here that are collecting the ender lilies, and then vacuum hoppers to actually pick them up, because they, well, I could put stone golem, gather golems in there too if I really wanted to, but vacuum hoppers works out easier. And I've then got a ME interface here that exports the ender lily seeds and a turtle that goes right on plant them, because these guys don't, because they're stupid. Yes, you are stupid. So yeah, that's it. You can see I've got a quantum link chamber that leads to the underwater lab, and it's got a wireless access so I can still get to everything. Yeah, I've got stupid amounts of resources. I also, as you can see, got a link to all my encoded patterns, so I can adjust what is stored inside my, or what recipes are stored inside. I really don't need to, but I can, because it was something to do. This is HV insulated cable. Honest. Really, it is. You can't see that stuff up there. There is some running up there. That's glass fiber cable running up there. This is insulated HV cable covered in construction foam, because construction foam is awesome. It doesn't quite fit, but it works. So yeah, this is my base. This is how I've got everything set up. It's pretty cool. I got a liquid crafter here to make 10k coolant cells. Yes, it's a godsend. I will probably be using a lot more of these. Yeah, that also feeds into the same pipe that's filling the fermenters with water. Yeah, there you can see. Again, the item translocators, they're very handy, they work very well. It's being filled with plant balls and fertilizer because it's easy to make. I got a trash can here for if and when any of these DSUs, the main ones, the cobble and dirt and gravel and sand, if any of them overflow, which I really doubt, I haven't managed to fill any of them yet, then the excess will go into the trash can. That's about it. Nothing particularly interesting. And yeah, that's about it. I got an automated smeltery here. If I flip the lever, it'll just start making glass, which is fine. I don't need to, pretty much ever, but if I need to, I can. These are all set to output, and there's a redstone block with red alloy wire on it. And for some reason, it doesn't always update them. I do that. Just set it to no connection, redstone. It remembers that it's being powered. Doesn't seem to affect anything, it's just a visual glitch, so yeah, that's it. That's the base. I've got almost everything here. Bottling plant, thermocentrifuge, canning machine, extractor, metal former, 2 of them, compressor, macerator, and electric furnace. Why no induction furnace? Because with 12 overclockers this is faster. A lot faster. I got chicken. I got chicken from. No matter. So anyway, yeah, that's the base as it currently stands. This is what I've got. Anyone got any ideas as to what I can do with it? I'd love to hear. Really. I've got no idea what to do with this. I'm kind of... So now what? So, any ideas? let me know. Thank you very much.